Hi everyone, bienvenidos a mi canal. If you guys are new here, my name is Karen. If you guys are not, then welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a simple, easy makeup tutorial for beginners. I mean, everybody can apply this to their everyday life, but it's basically for beginners because I explain everything that I'm doing, the products that I'm using, why I'm using them. So if you guys are interested on seeing this video, this look that I have right here, then just keep on watching. You always want to make sure your face is clean and your hands are clean. After that, you're going to want to make sure that you're moisturizing and priming your face correctly. The moisturizer that I like to use is the Too Faced Hangover RX Good to Go Skin Protecting SPF 25 Moisturizer. I just like to do a few pumps of this and put it on my face. Now for primer, my favorite primer at the moment, actually it's been for a few years, is a Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. And I just do, once again, 2 pumps, and that goes all over my face. Now, the next thing that I like to go in is with eyebrows, so I'm just going to do that really quick. So the next thing that I like to do after moisturizing, priming, doing my eyebrows, and cleaning them up is putting on my foundation. And this is my favorite foundation, that has been my favorite foundation for a few years, is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I use the color Valencia, so I just like to shake this up, and I am applying this with the damp beauty sponge. And this beauty sponge is from Elf, and I believe it's like $3 or $5. So what I like to do for my foundation is do a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm like almost hitting pot, you guys. Almost done, and it gives you more of a better finish. So for your foundation, what I like to do is just dot it all over my face. Just make sure you get the neck too. And I'm going to grab my sponge. Just pat it. Pat it, pat it, pat it. You want to make sure your brush is damp and not wet. What I mean by damp is you have already taken out all the moisture. And it's just a little bit damp. You can still feel that it's kind of cold, but it's not super wet. So after my foundation is all set, I'm going to do my concealer. Now my favorite concealer that I like to use, that I feel like is cheap, it's a full coverage, undertone is amazing, the finish is amazing, is L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Foundation, concealer. This is what it looks like. And I am in the color Cashew 365. Now I'm going to add this underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin area. So when I'm blending that out, I use my same beauty sponge, and I always start on my chin because I don't want that to dry out. Make sure you tap that around. Then my cupid's bow. Then I'll go in and do my under eyes. Just make sure you're really patting. Just really, so if you have that problem like me, just make sure you blend it in really well. Another tip that I like to do is kind of smile and make sure that concealer goes onto my cheekbone, to the bridge of my nose. And when I do the bridge of my nose, I don't like to put a lot of concealer on. If I put a little bit too much on, what I'll do is I'll just put it around my nose area, and then I'm going in to the forehead part. Now, after concealer, what I like to do is I like to set everything. So I am going to go in with, I've had this Prep Prime powder from MAC for a while, actually for a long time. And I haven't used it because I don't know why I stopped using it, but I'm going to use it today. Let's see how it goes. I usually use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the color Banana. So this is definitely an amazing powder. I love to use this powder. You can pick this up at Ulta. I like to bring this up. Now for the rest of our face, I'm going to use a setting powder, and the one that I like to use is bridge of our nose, Cupid's bow, our chin. I'm just grabbing a big fluffy brush like this one. This one is from BH Cosmetics. Just put some on my brush. It's my MAC Studio Fix Plus setting powder, and this one is in the color NC4. So I'm going to grab some of my powder. Now the next thing that I am going to set is my eyelids, and for that I'm just going to grab a brush like this one. This is the Morphe. So after that is set, what I am going to do is I'm going to leave this. I am not taking it off. I am going to bronze my face. And that is what I'm going to use to set my concealer on my eyelid. And I just use a blush brush. That's so hard to say. The bronzer that I love to use is the Hoola Caramel Bronzer by Benefit. And then bring it forward. Now for this one, I grab some on my brush, tap it away, and then I'll go in. I start my ear, do my jawline. Same on this side. And then my chin. And then look at my brush, you guys. It's literally coming apart. I need to get a new one. Grab some again. And then we're doing the forehead. I like to start in the center, go off to my right side, and then go off to my left side. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab that same brush from Morphe, the M452, that dense brush. Now after that, I am going to dust off all of my brush. I'm going to grab some of my bronzer, and this is going to go right directly into my eyelids, and this is just going to give me some more light. It's going to make it look like if it's my natural eyelid, which y'all know it ain't. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions, and it's super light. I'm using a super light hand. Harsh lines. And I'm going to bring that in. Now, grabbing some of that powder again with a beauty sponge, I'm going to cut the outside right here when you get to I like to do this because it gives you the illusion that your eyes are more a little curved up, more stretched. Again, draw. You're going to start right underneath your cheekbone. Turn up, and then I like to drag this down. While I'm doing my nose contour. Now I am also going to grab some of that pressed powder. All right, now after all of this is set, I am going to dust it off using what you can also do is that same brush that I use to dust off the
this,
under eye. And for the bottom, I just like to use the lighter part
my
right
big
here,
fluffy brush that I use to set my whole face with.
Shower in it, shall I say. After this step, what I like to do is set my whole face.
Seriously,
and I
obsessed with
love,
this.
absolutely love the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I'm going to be using my Morphe M510 brush, a big fluffy brush to use that. For highlighter today, I'm going to be going in with my MAC Whisper of Guilt highlighter. Let me show you guys what it looks like. This is it right here. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of Fix Plus onto my brush. Have that, and this is where you want to put your highlighter.
So then I'm going to go
on my Cupid's bow as well.
Right here.
Place it.
Just go back and forth,
back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of circle motion. Getting more to the front. For my nose highlighter, I like to use my Morphe M431 brush, and it's basically just a tiny little detail brush like this one. I'll grab
on my
some
chin.
of that highlighter.
I'll go down. I kind of do a
nose.
backwards U situation.
The next step that I like to do is my mascara. I am just gonna pop some mascara on real quick. And then I'll put some on right. Now, when putting on glue onto your lashes, you want to put the smallest dries pretty fast possible. Within like 10-15 seconds you're going to apply it, because you just want that glue to get tacky. And what I like to use are these this little applicator right here. I got this off of Amazon, I believe. Yeah, Amazon, so I'll leave the link down below. These help so much. While those are drying, I'm going to curl my lashes. I am going to, you don't have to, but my eyelashes tend to kind of, I mean, they're not like super straight or super down, they're kind of up a little bit, but since my lashes do curve up, I like to curl my lashes, my natural ones. If you did both, you want to work fast, but if you do one by one, take your time. Then I'm going to do the end brush. I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to grab the front of my lash. For some reason, my left one, I always put the center on first. I mean, well, always, you know, I always do the center, but then I do the front, and then I'll do the end. I don't know why, but it's always been like that. So I'm going to use London.
Center of
I'm going to outline my lip. Oh my god, this is super, super soft. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to put this in the center. And at the end, after I finished everything, so the lip gloss that I'm going to use is Fortune Cookie from NYX, the butter gloss as well. I'm just going to put it in the center. Alright, you guys, well, that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you really, really liked it. I hope you got some tips and tricks out of this. I tried my best to explain everything just for to set that highlighter that are barely starting off with makeup, or people that just don't really like to do their makeup. I hope you guys really got some good stuff out of this video. If you want more videos like this, definitely comment down below. Let me know. Give my video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe and turn on that post notification button. That way you get notified every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!